Kashmir. India is positioning Kashmir as a tourist destination, while certain populations are persecuted. Do you see this as the path to prosperity for that region?
No, I think everybody in India has a democratic right. Every single person in India should be allowed to be part of the conversation. I think there are things that can be improved in Jammu and Kashmir with regards to that conversation, and we are committed to improving the conversation, the democratic conversation in Jammu and Kashmir.
In 9 years of BJP rule, India has become as a 3.5 trillion rupee or dollar economy. India is one of the most, and yet India is one of the most impoverished countries. So how do you see India addressing its many problems? Given the challenges of democracy, given the challenges of the divisive rule of what's the way forward in terms of specifically addressing poverty?
I mean, the 3.5 trillion, India has a particular growth rate. Mm-hmm. So that's just a natural consequence of that growth rate. The question is, how is the wealth of India distributed? Is India creating jobs? Are Indian people feeling that they can express themselves? Are they happy? Is there general tranquility in the country? Congress Party has a record for doing this. We've done it for many, many years. I think a good model is to let the people of India get to work, let them do what they're best at doing, and not to sort of, pressurize them and threaten them and do that. There's a historical record for this.
So is the way you were disqualified from parliament and what is happening in Pakistan, do you see any similarities here, and what does that say about politics in the region?
I don't know. I mean, look, as you said, I asked a rhetorical question. I asked the question, why, you described it.
Right.
I'm fighting a court case, so I have to be careful. But I asked a rhetorical question. And I'm the first person in India to be given the highest punishment for a defamation case. It's the first case, I'm the first person in Indian history since 1947, right? Nobody has been given the maximum sentence on defamation, and that too on the first offense, right? So that should explain what's going on to you. Mm-hmm. And my disqualification happens, quite interestingly, after I make a speech about Mr. Adani on Parliament. So you can do the math.